Hi, I'm Dave Ward from the Ward Law Firm, and I help protect business owners facing divorce. In this series, we're covering things that you can do in order to prepare for divorce. And the second thing that you can do is keep a notebook or a diary. The reason why this is important, well, let me ask you a question. What did you have for breakfast on January 5th of this year? My guess is you probably don't remember. And the truth is, most of us are not going to be able to remember all the things that we're exposed to over the course of any given period of time. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Dave, that's kind of a trivial thing. Surely I would remember something that's important related to my divorce. But let me ask you, have you ever, say, been at work and had to remember a password and go from one room to the next only to arrive at that room and forget some portion of what that password was? These are the things that happen to all of us all the time, and even though we're talking about a relatively short period of time and something that's reasonably important to do, we still have those gaps in memory. And this is the kind of thing that happens to everybody regardless of how smart you are. In fact, the smarter you are, the more vulnerable you're going to be to this sort of thing, because people who are smart tend to rely too heavily on their ability to remember things. Having a well-kept diary can make recreating a timeline much, much simpler than it would be without doing that. It also helps to keep everything straight with regard to significant events that have occurred either before, during the filing of a divorce, and while the divorce is going on. Some of the things that should be written down in a diary include what happened. In other words, what was the event? You should include a brief description of whatever that event was. And then you should also write down any witnesses that were present at that time. By having that information, you can take a situation that may otherwise have gotten overlooked or forgotten in the preparation of the actual case, and make sure that you're going to have that information available and usable by your attorney when the time comes to present the case. So this is just one of the things that you need to do in order to prepare for a divorce. Again, my name is David Ward, and I help protect the small business owner facing divorce.